All right, let's see. Getting this started right now. I know it's a little bit early. I said 7:30, but wanted to get all the kinks out of the way. I want to do this last minute and then start the live stream around 7:45. Want to be on time, and here I am. Let's see if I can do some setting changes. I think that's good right there. I think that's good right there. Oh, I know I was wearing glasses. I do wear glasses, unfortunately, but hopefully I don't have to wear that long. Hopefully I don't have to watch it during the draft, but it's 30 minutes, whatever. Anybody coming in yet? I don't think anyone's in yet. We'll see. Let me see. God, that's pretty annoying right there. I don't want to live stream like that, but I don't know what I'm saying. La, 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 la. This is my little pregame stuff right here. If you're staying tuned, which I don't have anyone yet, but eventually I will have someone. Let me write this down a little bit. I think that'll be okay right there. Nothing. I think I'll be okay. I don't need to watch it too much. Okay. Not yet. It's a lot of okays. Come on, 7:30, 7:30. Wanted to get started right here, right now. Let me check some stuff right now on my phone. Man, these glasses and screens, it's annoying. I need to get like non-reflective surfaces or something like that. But I don't know. I'm an idiot. Let me check something else. Anybody in yet? Anybody in? No one's in yet. I will find out eventually. All right. Why is it still saying private? Let me edit this real quick. Oh. This is really weird. All right, are we gonna get going right now? Anybody here yet? No one's here yet. We'll get someone. It's almost 7:30. 7:30, 7:30. What's on television right now? Oh, 30 minutes. I gotta wait 30 minutes until this damn draft happens. It's whatever though. What is that? Live control room? I've never seen that before. Oh, let me share this real quick. My channel. All right, 7:30. Anyone here yet? I'm here. If anybody comes, I will start discussing football. If you have any discussions, I am here for you. Let's see. No. Cancel. Oh, live stream link. I'm going to share this with all social media pages and what have you, even though not the biggest social media guy, but it is what it is, right? All right. Hello, hello, hello. Let me see the mock drafts. There's a lot of things going on, but for the most part, consensus is that Kyler Murray is going to go number one overall, despite the fact there's a lot of rumors that it's not going to happen, but I think it will happen. Ooh, that looks pretty cool right there. Okay. La 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 la. I am here for you guys. I am here to do whatever you want. Man, there's a red carpet for the draft. That's crazy. What are those? Oh, those are Panther players. I thought they were top prospects. Oh, they're all probably waiting in the green room or they're freaking just doing nothing. Is that Brian Burns? Yes, it is for the Panthers. I'm all the way in Charlotte, North Carolina's people. So it's all Panther coverage right here. But luckily, we dropped number 2 overall, so that makes it a little bit easier to make this a little bit watchable. All right, anybody coming into the stream? Come on, somebody come, and then we could do something cool. Mm, it's weird going live. I've never done this before, but it's a nice experience. I see Rombo do it all the time, and I was like, I want to do that too. Oh, we got somebody. Hello, hello. If you're watching this right now. Oh, we got some more people. Hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. If you want to say something, you can definitely say something. I'll reply back in my voice, not by comments. So if you want to say something, I am here. And also, if you're watching this right now, I'm linking super chat for this live stream. So if you want to donate something to the super chat, I'm gonna be using that for Children's Miracle Network. I would not be using this for personal use. So yeah, that'd be much appreciative, and I will update the goal for the GoFundMe page tomorrow by then. So yeah, if you want to donate, that'd be very, very helpful. There's a link in the description as well, and you can donate via super chat. Up to you guys. Up to you guys. All right. So we got a couple people coming in. Hopefully, some more people come in. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I want to see if Rombo is doing some live stream for his service. I think he might be. I don't know exactly. I'm gonna check his social media page. I don't know if he's doing a live stream. He should be. I mean, he's the man for San Francisco to be live streaming and what have you. So I'm gonna go check him right now. I don't think he is. Maybe 8 o'clock. Maybe after. But it's better to do it pre-draft so I can have some nice predictions and what have you. Oh my God, there's a viewing party in downtown Charlotte. That's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. Come on, Rombo. Nothing. I thought you. I thought you were gonna stream something. I wonder who's watching right now. I like to say hello to you. Hopefully, we get a couple more people. All right. Watching the television screen, Panthers draft. I wish I could show you all the footage for this whole draft ordeal, but I don't want to get copyright strikes by the NFL because the NFL is very picky on that. So that is very, very not sad, but just weird, I guess. Oh, San Francisco. Got a lot of great prospects. Got Nick Bosa, which people are kind of getting cold to for some reason, but hey, he's still a great prospect. Got Quinn Williams, probably the best player in the draft, in my opinion, and Josh Allen, probably the best fit need, in my opinion. Although some people are still questioning him, can he fit into a 4-3 scheme, which I think he can. He's a really fantastic player, and I love to have him number 2 overall. Although I do not think they drafted number 2 overall. If they do, then that would be awesome, and I would love to go crazy on that if they do draft Josh with the number 2 overall pick, or they might trade down if the Niners do draft somebody. If the Cardinals draft somebody number 1 overall, not named Kyler Murray. Also, Solomon Thomas. There's been some rumors going on that he might be, what was it? He might get traded or something like that. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera right now. I'm looking at the television screen right now for the Panthers and what have you. I know, right? The Carolina Panthers, but it's whatever. The Panthers, they're not as competitive as like, I don't know, Patriot fans and Cowboy fans. They're pretty quiet, in my opinion. It's not the biggest football town, in my opinion. Although some of you guys might disagree with you live in Charlotte, but for me, the vibe, I don't know. I don't really get a football vibe sometimes in Charlotte, only during football season. So that's whatever. All right, we got somebody else. Welcome. If you're coming in just now, if you want to say something in the comments below. That would be fantastic, and I would definitely talk back to you guys. If you have any questions about the draft, I'll try my best to answer the questions, although I'm not the biggest football expert. But, I'm here. What are some other prospects that the 49ers can go after if they wanted to trade down? A very interesting one, I would say, is Rashawn Gary. I kept saying Rashawn Gray for some Michigan, the edge rusher, but it's Rashawn Gary. A lot of people kind of been suggesting him somewhat in the later part of the first round, but I don't know. I think he had a lot of injury issues at Michigan or whatever. I don't know what it was. I think it was like a shoulder issue. So he's kind of falling down the draft. He was like a top 5 pick very early on in the mock drafts, but now he's falling down into like the middle of the first round, like the Miami Dolphins or the Carolina Panthers or something like that. Within the picks 13, there's 17. We'll see what happens. The draft, it's really crazy. A lot of mock drafts are pretty much inaccurate. After the top 5 picks, they can go very crazy. I mean, we'll probably see somebody that we never even thought of going into the first round. Like last year, Mike McGlinchey, I didn't expect him. I didn't expect the Niners to pick him 9th overall, although I wanted Quentin Nelson, that he's with the Indianapolis Colts, and he had a fantastic rookie year. Love to have him as a guard, but now we have now we have McGlinchey. I'm not disappointed at all. He's done a really good job stabilizing that offensive line, and also the running game. It's been fantastic. He has a lot to do with that. Just some needs that we could use on the offensive line is maybe an offensive tackle to replace Joe Staley, although they would love to have him for another year or two. But for me, it's you don't want to be too. You don't want to be 1 year too late, and I believe this might be his last year in San Francisco. But we'll see what happens, and if some way, shape, or form, unless what's going on? While we try to reconnect. Okay, there you go. There's a lot of weird connections going on, but it's just weird not wearing a hat. The only I don't wear a hat is if it's something like really serious. I remember the Parkland shootings in 2017. That I didn't wear a hat. I actually made a video about that. That was pretty tragic right there. But anything like very serious, I don't wear a hat. But for the most part, if it's like 49ers or football in general, I will always wear a hat some way, shape, or form. And I can't find my other hats. This is like the only one I have, the visor. I don't know. I'm a weirdo right now. Let me see. Anybody say anything? Nobody has said anything yet on the comments, on the super chat or whatever you want to call it. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Who is that? Is that Daniel Jones from Duke? That's the quarterback. I've heard about him, but luckily we don't need a quarterback. All we need is edge rusher or defensive lineman. I'd say cornerback. What else? Wide receiver potentially. A lot of you guys for the past couple of weeks have been saying we should trade up back into the first round to get a wide receiver, although I kind of disagree because we don't have a lot of assets. Plus, we can get somebody good in the very early second round because we have, I think, the 36th pick overall in the draft for the second round for the next day. So I don't really recommend trading up because there's going to be a lot of great receivers coming in. I don't think a lot of receivers are going to be drafted in the first round. I think DK has actually fell off of people's draft boards from all mock drafts and what have you. But I'm pretty sure somebody like the Detroit Lions, he's very similar to Calvin Johnson. They might draft him number 8 overall. I think that's what they have. I don't really have the picks with me. I kind of memorized it sort of. I know it's the Cardinals, the 49ers, the Jets, the Raiders, the Bucks, and the Giants. That's all I remember for the top 6 picks. Should be interesting. I don't know if you guys want me to stay for the whole first round or just the number 2 overall pick unless they trade down, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if they're going to trade back up, but even then, whoever they draft number 2 overall, I might end the draft unless you guys want me to keep going. I can keep going. I don't mind at all. I can stay until 11 o'clock live stream for 4 hours. That'd be pretty fun to see other teams, but I'm pretty sure you guys come to my channel just to talk about 49ers, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't give a damn about other teams like the Rams and the Seahawks, what have you, but whatever. I don't know. Out of the NFC West, I don't really hate the Cardinals. The Cardinals, it's whatever. They're not that good, although they've been sweeping us for the past couple of years. The Seahawks, I have some respect for. I mean, a lot of people were like, "Oh, the Seahawks, they suck" or whatever. But I kind of like them. I think they have a good team. John Schneider, Pete Carroll, they've done a really good job in Seattle. They've done some great things, and surprisingly, they paid Russell Wilson a lot of money, and he's one of the highest paid quarterbacks in history or whatever. I think he had a really big signing bonus. I think he had like $100-something million guaranteed money, so that's good right there. The Rams, I kind of don't respect, especially the fans. Gosh, those fans are very annoying in my opinion, and I don't even know if they're real fans because, I mean, is there any real fans in Los Angeles? I don't really know, but it's whatever. The Rams are the Rams, and they lost the Super Bowl in the worst way possible, so I haven't been hearing anybody from any Rams fans in general, so that's a good thing right there. I'll probably have a video out in the next couple of weeks talk about every NFC West team from the Cardinals all the way to the Rams, seeing how they're doing after the draft. Like, there's a lot of videos that I'm planning to do after the draft, a lot of predictions, a lot of things I'm excited for. Like, this is going to be a fun time for me for the next couple of weeks, and hopefully you guys stay tuned to that. Also, Throwback Thursday, I'd love to do some more of that, but the draft, schedule release, free agency period, I have to skip over the Throwback Thursdays. I'll definitely be going back to those next week, and I should be keeping those probably for the rest of the year, even during football season, because I like to have some videos out during football season. I don't want to just make prediction videos and that is it. I want to do some prediction videos, maybe do some key to victories, work on that even more. Throwback Thursday and something else. I don't know. I mean, during the season, it's kind of different from off season. Off season, I can do a lot of predictions. I can do a lot of things like talk about each player or what have you, but during the season it's mostly about the games, and all we care about is W's. And I don't really blame you guys. I want W's too, and hopefully 2019 we can get some more wins, not like the past couple of years where we get like less than 7 wins. I mean, last year it was kind of asterisks in my opinion, just because Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't playing all 16 games. If he was playing 16 games, I think we would have been much better than 4-12. I don't know if we're going to be like 11-5 or 12-4, but I would say around 9-7 and 10-6 as Garoppolo quarterback for last year. But unfortunately, we never got to see that, and that sucked right there. What else? Yeah, I mean, this year I think this is a very big year for Shanahan and Lynch. If they have a very bad record, or if they go like 1-15 or 0-16, God forbid something like that happens, then I know Shanahan decent. I'd say like at least 7-9. I know the expectations aren't as high as it was last year. They're just trying to see the 49ers maybe go 500. Some people have the 49ers making the big leap and making the playoffs, which I can attest to. I believe that the 49ers can make the playoffs this year. Super Bowl run, I don't know the playoffs for the past couple of years, but you never know. You get one of those weird teams, those Cinderella teams that makes the big playoff run, and I believe the 49ers can make a big playoff run if everything is all good. The biggest issue for me is health issues and also the defense. It's questionable, although we're probably going to get somebody very good with the number 2 overall pick. I just don't know. I mean, on paper, it looks really good. D Ford, Colin Alexander, Jason Verrett, if he's healthy, but again, health and just does it work on the field? I don't know. And also Solomon Thomas, I think I said this earlier in the stream, that he's projected to get traded from the 49ers to another team. New England seems to be the big favorites to maybe trade for him, which, hey, that's not bad at all. I mean, I want Thomas to succeed in some way, shape, or form in the NFL, particularly the 49ers, Nick Bosa or Quentin Williams. We'll see what happens then. But I think Thomas, I don't know, maybe just some fake trade rumors, but for the most part, I think he's going to get traded some way, shape, or form to another team. Other teams that might need him, maybe the Miami Dolphins. I've heard about that. The Carolina Panthers, that could be an interest as well. There was actually rumors before free agency that they will trade for Thomas, but that didn't happen. So I don't know. A lot of rumors going on, and the only best thing to do is wait to see confirmation. So yeah, gosh. Oh, what's going on today? Charlotte, I don't know. I don't want to talk about football all day until the draft at 8 o'clock. Kind of want to go freestyle. So if you guys want to say something in the comments below, you guys are definitely welcome to say something in the comments below. Again, if you're just getting into this live stream, welcome to this live stream. All 49ers, if you want to say something to me, say hi. If you want to donate to GoFundMe page, it's in the link in the description. Also, if you want to donate to the Super Chat, I'm going to be using the Super Chat for GoFundMe page, Children's Miracle Network. So if you want to do that, I encourage you guys to do that as well. We're currently at $37. Hopefully we can get that to 350 as close as possible by April 30th. That'd be freaking dope right there. And yeah, we'll see what happens. 7:45, got 15 minutes. Maybe I did this live stream a little bit too early, but I was a little bit worried that I never done this before and I was going to struggle. But hey, it seems pretty easy right now, and it looks pretty cool. Let me see. Let me look at some mock drafts right now for you guys while we're at it. So if I'm not watching the screen again, I apologize. NFL mock draft. Let's see. Who's a respected person in the NFL media? Jason Confora. Let me see. No. Let's do Bucky Brooks. I think Bucky Brooks, he's a pretty respected guy in NFL Network. Let's see. Kyler Murray, number 1. That's pretty obvious for the most part, unless they take a big swerve and Cliff doesn't like Kyle anymore. Nick Bosa, edge rusher. That's for the 49ers. That's, I guess, pretty obvious for the most part. A lot of you guys want Nick Bosa. A lot of you guys are not into Nick Bosa. Like, a lot of you guys, for the most part, are very divisive about him. Is he like, I have one half of you guys saying that you love this guy, we should draft him number 2 overall. I have another half of you guys saying no, we should not draft him at all. And probably the biggest reason is the injury issue. I know it was just a minor core muscle injury, but at the same time, once you get injured, man, it's very easy to get injured again, and you don't ever stay 100% healthy. So that was my concern, and that was a lot of you guys that were not into Nick Bosa concern. Also, Joey, he had a little bit of problems with his contract early on, although I do blame the Chargers more on that than Joey. But I mean, the Bosa family, they have a lot of drama in them. So hopefully they can deal with that. Number 3, Josh Allen to the Jets. That'd be a great pick. That would make very sense for the Jets to do that. Ed Oliver, I've heard his name quite a bit, but he's a defensive tackle. I don't think we need him as much. I prefer Quentin Williams because Williams, I think, is the best player in the draft, regardless of position. That's just me. They have Williams going number 5 overall. Wow, that is freaking crazy right there. He's either going to go number 1, number 2, or number 5. I could see that. Jonah Williams, offensive tackle, get someone like, I don't know, like Drew Lock or Dwayne Haskins. A lot of people aren't sold to Dwayne, but he seems all right in Ohio State, but it's whatever. The Giants, I don't know what they're doing. They trade a lot of players. They trade a lot of assets. Odell Beckham, Olivier Vernon, they're all gone. Eli's still the quarterback for some reason. I don't know why, but it's whatever. He does get a pass on everything in New York just because he beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. But that was a long time ago. I mean, it's 2019 now. He beat him in 2011. Like I think he's only made the playoffs maybe once or twice ever since winning that last Super Bowl, 2015, with the Odell Beckham banana boat party, whatever he had before the playoff game against the Packers. So they should move. They should have moved on from Eli a long time ago, but for some reason they want to keep him as the man for the Giants, and they look like they don't want to win anytime soon. And that's kind of crazy because Dave Gettleman, he did an all right job in Carolina. He did make some questionable moves like getting rid of Steve Smith, but I think that was very good for Cam Newton in the long term. And also he did an all right job in the draft, but for some reason with the Giants, he's doing some weird stuff with them. But hey, it's whatever. It's the New York Giants. They don't want to be in the game, but unfortunately we didn't. So it is what it is, but next time we'll get them. Jawan Taylor, offensive tackle. Where's he from? Florida. TJ Hawkinson for the Detroit Lions. Noah Fant for the Buffalo Bills. Devin White. A lot of people love Devin White. I think Skip Bayless on Undisputed was like he's one of the best players in the draft defensively out of any player, no matter what position. And maybe I could believe that, but I don't think we need much help at the linebacker position, although it'd be nice to have some depth. But we have Fred Warner in the middle, Kwan on the weak side, and I forgot who's starting on the strong side for us. But I think we have a pretty good linebacking core. We just need some defensive lineman help, in my opinion. But the Broncos, they should be looking for a quarterback. I think one of these teams, they might be thinking about trading up to the number one spot with Kyler Murray or the Arizona Cardinals to get him some way, shape, or form. But it's going to be interesting. I think one team's going to panic that needs a quarterback, and I don't know who it's going to be, but it's going to be somebody because there's always that idiot team that doesn't make it or whatever. So, yeah. Let me see what else. Do I have any comments? I don't. Let me see. Participants. Where's all the comments? I don't know if I am messing up or something, but I can't really see the comments. I don't want to end the stream. I don't want to end the stream right now. I want to. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Pop out chat. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see you guys commenting that. Let me see. Antonio Bobadilla, how do you feel about the cornerbacks? I kind of like him. I don't know. Jason Verrett, that's a very big wild card, but I think we should still address that some way, shape, or form in the draft, particularly in the middle rounds. Or if they love you, Williams, you can trade back up and get Williams from LSU. He's probably one of the best prospects within the quarterback position. But overall, I think there's more pressing needs, maybe the safety position. But cornerback, I kind of like it some way, shape, or form. Akella Witherspoon, I was bashing him very early on, and then he started to improve a little bit before he got injured. So I want to see what he's going to be doing for us in 2019. Also, Adrian Colbert, I'm excited to see what he can do in 2019. These 2017 draft class people, they need to step up their game for 2019. If not, then they can get that big hammer by 2020. So hopefully they do step up. And the cornerback position, we do need some more help, but I don't think that's as much of a priority as a defensive lineman because, as I keep saying, the defensive lineman is always it's always the most important part of the defense, also the offensive line, because if you have no offensive line, then quarterbacks get beat up, and that's not fun. And the defensive line, if you can't get pressure within the interior and exterior of the edges, then the linebacking core, the cornerback position, they can't really do anything much. So, defensive line, I believe in that. And the Patriots, they proved that against the Rams that, if you have a very dominant defensive line, you can win. Jimmy G, is Jimmy Garoppolo watching this? If you're the real Jimmy G, then that would be fantastic. What is the best wide receiver fit? There's some great wide receivers for this draft. Hakeem Butler, a lot of you guys really have been mentioning him. I didn't even look him up until like a month ago when you guys kept saying his name. He's a very interesting person for this draft. A very big receiver, although we have Jordan Matthews, but me and Robert were talking. He said that Matthews might not even be with the team by the 2019 season. So he would be a great fit because we need that big guy that we can rely on to get some jump balls, I guess. Although I'm not the biggest jump ball guy receiver. I like the guy that likes to run their routes precision wise. I mean, a big guy that I love is AJ Brown from Ole Miss. Another guy, Kelvin Harmon. I keep I keep forgetting to mention this guy. This is the guy I put him at number 1 at the top receiver to get in this draft. I think has the mix of being a very good jump ball guy. Also, he looks like he's a very good precision route runner. Not the most precisionist, but he can do it good enough where Kyle Shanahan appreciates that, because Shanahan, he prefers guys that are more like, I guess, football smarts than just rely on athleticism. That's why DK is not really the biggest option for the 49ers for Kyle Shanahan. He likes the guys that are very precisionists, and I believe that A.J. Brown and Kelvin Harmon would be great fits for the 49ers. And, there's been some rumors that they might trade up to get Brown in the first round again, but I don't know if that's going to happen. He might be available day 2, but it's very risky to wait until the end of the first round to see if they get him. I know one of the receivers is going to be gone. I think Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown, is going to be the guy that's going to be gone he's going to be gone in the first round. A lot of mock drafts have him gone because he looks like one of the best receivers in the draft. So there you have it. Also, he's Antonio Brown's cousin. Hopefully, Hollywood Brown isn't as Hollywood off the field as Antonio is. Hopefully, he's more of a quiet guy, and you don't have to be too quiet, but you don't want to get all crazy and stuff like that, because Antonio, not only he's just a crazy guy on the field and off the field, but he's had some legal troubles with some issues or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call legal trouble, but he's had some issues during the whole ordeal or whatever. If we don't trade Thomas and Armstead in a package together for some picks, this is David. If we don't trade Thomas and Armstead together, Thomas, as I said, he's rumored to get traded. Armstead, they're probably not going to trade him because he has a 5th-year option, so they'll probably give him another chance. Jimmy G, yes, for a receiver. O-line. They need to pick Quentin, Akron, Hakeem. I'm really bad with names. I'm sorry, guys. I'm terrible with names. If I was better with names, I would I'd be much better, but I'm really bad with names. I mean, I butchered Quentin probably quite a bit now. Rashawn Gary from Michigan, butchered his name like crazy. I said Rashawn Gray for some reason. I guess my eyes are really bad, and that's why I'm wearing glasses, but it's Rashawn Gary from Michigan. But yeah, we need to draft Quentin. Yes, I believe so. I think he could be a very good fit for the 49ers, although we have to force Buckner on that 3 technique. But I think they could pair up together and cause havoc on the inside, because Shannon Sharp today, he was talking about Williams being the best player of the draft, and he would rather have somebody give a lot of pressure within the interior than the edge rusher position, because if you can collapse the pocket, then the quarterback can't really do anything. But if you get the edge rushers, if the quarterback can look at the edge rushers and they're going after them, you have a better chance of escaping that than you do in the interior if you're just collapsing it. So I get where Shannon's going, and Shannon Sharp, he's a very smart guy in football, so I have to trust him whatever he does, because he's a Hall of Fame tight end and he knows what he's talking about. So yeah, I mean, Williams, that would be probably a top pick for the 49ers, and I wouldn't be surprised if they pick him at all. And I actually would be happy to have him as the number 1 overall pick for us. And at first, when you guys were mentioning him, I knew he was defensive tackle, but I was like, come on, really? Defensive tackle? That's not what we needed. We needed an edge rusher. But after watching his tape, after being enamored by the idea, wow, I'm actually excited they do draft, and that'd be freaking awesome right there. What else? Quentin Williams. A lot of you guys have been saying Quentin Williams. Love that Rathman plaque. Oh, appreciate it, man. I got that somewhere. I don't know. My dad got it for me, so they have it, and then got a parking zone. I should do this for live streams for games, but for me personally, I don't like to live stream the games because I want to watch the games myself. Maybe volume down a little bit because I like the commentary for them, but I like to analyze the game as much as possible by myself, because since route running, precision, all that, I'm still trying to learn the aches of it. I know the players, I know the business trends, actually what the players are doing, the routes, the plays that they run. I kind of want to learn that even more, and hopefully that would be good right there. Oh my gosh, Josh, appreciate you. Draft starts in 5 minutes. That's freaking crazy right there. And I'm watching some Daniel Jones right now for Duke on my local channel in Charlotte. I live in Charlotte, if you don't know already. And yeah, that's pretty interesting. Let me see. I am here. Appreciate you. Harry, no, Carl Bogart said Quentin Williams. And Keel Harry, I forgot what school he's from. He's a Canadian guy, actually. He seems like a good fit. A lot of you guys have been saying him. Savage, a lot of you guys have been saying him for the past while now. It's going to be interesting. Like the first round's going to be interesting, but the second and third round is where I'm really going to be seeing what they do. And, you win in the draft every step of the way from rounds 1 through 7. And she's been doing an okay job with the late round picks. I mean, you got George Kittle, you got Trent Taylor, some way, shape, or form. You got Richie James, Marcel Harris. People forgot that he's on the team, and he did a pretty good job at the end of 2018 as a strong safety coming from an ACL injury. So he's there. Like late round picks, they have success. Just the early rounds, they haven't had the biggest success like Solomon Thomas, unfortunately, although I really wanted him to succeed. Not happening. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe they used him at the wrong side. They used him as an edge rusher, which that is kind of true. They did use him as an edge rusher. They tried their damnedest to do that, but it didn't work out. He did okay working the interior line, but I think whoever they draft in the draft this year with the number 2 overall pick, they'll probably be better than Thomas, and that's why he's being shopped to get traded somewhere else. What else? What was I going to say? Oh, Reuben Foster. That was probably the biggest disappointment in my life. I cannot believe he's not with us anymore after 2 years. He's already gone. He's with. What could have been, really? What could have been? Yeah, it really sucks. Okay, got a couple people. Rodney Jessica, go 49ers, go 49ers. Yes, yes, yes. All day, every day. Draft is starting in 2 minutes. I am ready. Let's see what Commissioner Goodell has to say. Everyone's going to be freaking boo. I don't blame you guys at all. If you're in Nashville, because Goodell has done some really shady things, especially with off the field troubles with other players. Like, dang. Let me see. Wow, that. I don't know, the domestic violence thing, the whole NFL can't deal with that. Oh, it's crazy. And also the Tyreek Hill situation. Like, wow, that is a big thing that the NFL has to handle themselves. This is bigger than football. You know, I love talking about on the field. I want to stick to that, but there's things bigger than football. And Tyreek Hill, man, the reports hearing that he might have broke his son's arm, like that is terrible. If that actually happened, if the investigators or the NFL find out that's true, man, he should be cut immediately and suspended indefinitely if that does happen. If that indeed did happen for Hill and the incident, the whatever you want to call it, but it's a murky situation, and we'll see what the NFL in their investigation does, and whatever happens, the Chiefs will definitely release him like they did with Kareem Hunt last year. So yeah, the Chiefs, man, they're going through a lot of changes. We got D Ford from them actually for a second round. They just got Frank Clark, $100-something million deal, freaking crazy. I think the third highest paid defensive lineman in the NFL, higher than DeMarcus Lawrence actually. So that's freaking ridiculous right there. Like they're going through a lot of changes on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, they should be okay with Anthony Sherman, I guess. You got the homeboy Patrick Mahomes. Who else? I don't know. I know I'm talking about other teams right now, but I just like talking about other teams as well because hey, there's 31 other teams to have in the NFL, and we'll see what happens. Let's see. Joseph Carpenton, plot twist, the Niners draft Murray. Ha ha ha. That would be freaking crazy right there if they drafted Kyler Murray. My God, if Jimmy Garoppolo freaking said, if Garoppolo saw that Kyler Murray got drafted number 2 overall by the 49ers, wow, that would be insane. I think the draft is starting right now. Let's see. Come on, ABC. I'm on ABC right now. I don't know what network are you guys on. What network are you guys watching? You guys watching NFL Network, ESPN? They're telecasting this in three different channels, but I'm watching on ABC because hey, it's local channels. I don't really have cable TV that much. I don't really need it. I can just live stream stuff for whatever reason. But I'm not a big TV guy as much. I'm a pretty busy man with this whole YouTube thing, going to work, all that crazy stuff. Man, there's a lot of people in Nashville. Oh gosh, I hope you guys are watching the television screen too, because I cannot show any footage of it. If I did, then the NFL will get on my ass, and I have to take this live stream down. That would not be fun. So there's a lot of people there. I really wanted to go to one of these drafts. I heard there was a rumor that Charlotte might be getting one in a couple of years. That'd be freaking awesome right there. I'd definitely be going to one in downtown Charlotte if they did have a draft. Let's see. Nick Bosa, Kyler Murray, they're all there. To be honest, if I was a top draft prospect, I wouldn't even go to the green room. Why torture yourself and go to the green room in New York City, or in this case, Nashville? Why don't you just stay at home, enjoy it with your family, your friends, have a cookout, do all that cool stuff. And then when you get drafted, you can be on your television screens and you get hugging your family, your friends. I think that's a better option if I'm a top NFL prospect. But hey, if you want to shake Roger Goodell's hand, that's cool right there. Get a jersey thing, whatever. It is what it is. Let me see. Patrick Mahomes. Hey, this is the ABC telecast right here. I don't know what you guys are watching on NFL Network and ESPN. A lot of you guys are watching from ESPN. Joshua, you're watching ESPN Canada. Hey, Canada. We got some fans in Canada. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, actually. I mean, I'm from North Carolina. There's not a lot of 49er fans in North Carolina, although I have some coworkers at my job that are 49er fans too, but they don't know I make YouTube channels because I don't really like to tell people at work or just in my personal life that I make YouTube videos. I don't want people to bother me like, oh, how's your YouTube channel going? I just don't like that. I only tell a lot of my close friends and like my very close family, but other than that, like extended family, coworkers, just anybody outside, I don't really like to tell people that I make YouTube videos. It's just me. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Let me see. I don't know what channel to look at. Casual viewer. ABC, ESPN, NFL Network. They have three channels. I mean, you have to have one of them at least because ABC is just a antenna television, and I'm pretty sure you can access that. That's an easy way to access. Is that Taylor Swift? Oh my gosh, it's Taylor Swift. What is she doing in the NFL draft? Does she know anything about football? Hopefully she does. Well, she is from, I think, Tennessee. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, Taylor Swift. That's cool. Roger Goodell on the podium. Is he on the podium? I don't know. I'm on ABC right now. I'm hearing Taylor Swift doing interviews. So if Roger Goodell, I don't think they'd be skipping that on ABC because everyone wants to hear Roger Goodell get booed like crazy. Although my audio is very low, I can't really hear. Let me see. I can't really hear it. I might have to go to my television screen right now and turn up the volume just a little bit. My TV screen or controller battery kind of died, so I kind of have to go to the television screen myself and turn it up a little bit. I'll probably do that in a little bit, right when the Cardinals get on the clock. I don't really care what Roger Goodell has to say, to be honest with you. I thought that was Robert Kraft for a second. I was like, that guy is kind of in trouble right now for the Patriots. I know I'm kind of ranting on other things right now, so let me. Okay, okay, you're joking. Okay, okay. I was like, why would ABC skip that? That's like the best part. Hey, look at all those fans. Is there any Niner faithfuls? If you're over there, I like to say welcome. I wish I was there too. I love to see who we draft number 2 overall. But hey, let's see. Come on. Who's on this live stream right now? Okay, any other? Let's see. Yeah, the draft filled up the whole street. Yeah, that is true. In Tennessee, of all places, but probably most of those people they're from another like state or whatever. I'm pretty sure all those people they're not Tennessee Titan fans. I don't know. I don't even know if there's any Titan fans. I never met one before in my life. Actually, that's kind of weird. Let me see. It is pretty big. I think they used to do a Radio City Music Hall where it's like a seat, but since it's so big now, they have to do it in like every big venue on a street. Like this looks like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day in New York City. So that's pretty crazy right there. The NFL draft, the NFL, they've done a really good job of marketing this whole NFL experience, and that's pretty cool. I have to appreciate the NFL doing some cool stuff like that. Let me see. Okay. Where's my chat? Let me see if I can find it. Oops. Nope. I'm looking at chat right now. Let me see. Live chat. There we go. Okay. Brian, the Raiders are discussing a trade. Oh, that's pretty cool. We can still get our guy and maybe Quinn Williams or Josh Allen. I don't know what the Raiders want to do. Do they want to get Kyler Murray or do they want to get another quarterback? Like, it's kind of weird. Like the situation in 2017 with the Bears, they traded for Mitch Trubisky with us just one pick because they were afraid, like the Jets or a team that needed a quarterback back then wanted to get Trubisky. I don't know. That's kind of that situation. I'm still not a big Trubisky fan. Like, I don't know. I don't think he has the intangibles to be a fantastic quarterback. That's just me. He's a good quarterback. He's proven this year that he could be a very good quarterback, but I don't think he's the guy that you take to the Super Bowl, in my opinion. And that's just me. I don't know. Matt Nagy can do something with Trubisky this year. Let me drink some more water. Best COD leaderboards. When is the draft? The draft should be coming really soon. I mean, it technically is on right now, but nothing has happened. There's just some pregame talk. Roger Goodell hasn't spoken on the podium yet. The Cardinals are not on the clock yet. I guess that's when you want to see the draft is when they actually when you see the Cardinals get on the clock, and I'm pretty sure within like the first minute, the pick will be already in for the Cardinals, unless there's a trade with the Jets or the Raiders. Actually, the Jets they want to trade down, but like the Raiders or the Giants or something like that to get Kyler Murray. But for the most part, I think Murray's going to be the number 1 overall pick, and I'd be kind of surprised if they pick somebody else like Quentin Williams or Nick Bosa or something like that. Let me see. Watch the draft now, 5 p.m. Pacific time. It's 5 o'clock for you guys, but it's 8 o'clock for me. So that's pretty good that it was pretty late. I don't like the 5 o'clock time for this draft. I don't know. It's kind of middle of the day. 5 o'clock, you want to do some things outside. But for me, 8 o'clock, I'm pretty settled in at my house and we're pretty good out here. Okay. Let me see. Oh, if you're and anybody new to this live stream just now, welcome to this live stream. Just me talking about NFL draft, 49ers, just anything in general about football. Pretty cool. Hopefully you guys stay tuned. I want to get Niner Faithful involved. So if you want to donate to my GoFundMe page, supporting Children's Miracle Network, link in the description, and also the super chat. If you donate anything to the super chat, then I'll definitely be using that for Children's Miracle Network. I would not be using that for personal money. So yeah, please donate if you haven't donated yet. That would be an awesome achievement that we can do. And, we can prove that we're the best fans in the NFL. We care about the players on the field and we care about people off the field. And that's why I kind of organized this whole Children's Miracle Network thing. And currently we are at $37. Hopefully we can get to $350 as soon as possible. That would be awesome. So if you haven't donated yet, please donate. If you have, thank you very much. And yeah, that would be awesome. Let me see. Did the draft start yet? Technically, no. It's just some pregame talk. I'm back to my local channel in Charlotte. They're talking about the Panthers. I really don't care about the Panthers. Yeah, I actually don't care about the Panthers because they always disappoint me. I kind of like the Panthers a little bit just because I live here. I was born in Charlotte, so I have to show a little bit of love to the Panthers, but they've been very disappointing for the past couple of years, especially last year when they started off 6-2. They got humiliated by the Steelers on Thursday Night Football, and then they ended set. My opinion on what you guys are thinking about that, but there you have it. Connections unable. Come on. Uh, yeah, sure. Let's see. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting situation. I think somebody mentioned me in the comments below that if the Cardinals did not have the number one overall pick, Kyler Murray would like be a middle to late first round pick, and I kind of have to agree with you guys because the Cardinals. I don't know if they really wanted Kyler Murray, but since Cliff Kingsbury's there, his football best friend or whatever you want to call it. He's the head coach of the Cardinals right now. They know each other for a long time. Cliff is trying to recruit him to school and what have you ever since high school. So I can see. So I mean, you want your guy after 7 years, you want to go get him. So draft number one overall, and I'm pretty sure Kyler will love to get drafted by Arizona. Although they're not the best team, they have a lot of Lynn Swan. Maybe I don't know. I'm also he had an injury. I don't really trust him that much, although it's very minor. But for the most part, I'm mostly including Williams or Josh Allen for the number two overall pick. That's just me. I don't know what you guys think, but that's just my opinion. And I'm just a couch GM. All right. Oh, that's Marcus Mariota. What the heck? Yeah, I forgot this is in Nashville. But Marcus Mariota, he's been kind of disappointing in his career, in my opinion. Him and Jameis Winston, the 2015 quarterback class, but those two, Jameis, he's been very disappointing. We'll see if Bruce Arians can make some changes for him coming into this draft. It's weird. I'm talking about all these teams, but I'm not talking about the 49ers for the most part. If you watch my channel, if you watched all things San Francisco, then I don't really need to talk about the 49ers that much because I already spoke about him. I already spoke about them so many times now. It's like I don't want to be a dead horse, pretty much, if you know the figurative language right there. I just don't want to talk about them. I'm repeating my same self. So I kind of want to talk about other teams in the draft, particularly the Cardinals. Oh, Tim Brown. Hey, it's Tim Brown. Yeah, Roger had to get some Hall of Famers to get cheered on, I guess you want to call it, because the second he starts speaking, let's start booing him. Let's start booing. Let's start booing. Probably 10 or 15 minutes before the 49ers get the second pick overall, unless they trade down. But I'm assuming they're going to keep the number two overall pick based on the rumors that Solomon Thomas might get traded. So that's a pretty good indication that they will keep the number two overall pick and draft somebody. Maybe the Niners already know who they're going to draft in the first place with the Cardinals. It is I don't know who that is. Kind of lost right there. Let me see what Joe Green has to say. It's kind of low. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna turn my volume up a little bit because my TV controller is dead. All right, that was pretty quick right there. A lot of great players right there. Joe Green, probably one of the greatest Pittsburgh Steelers of all time. Although, why am I complimenting another organization? But hey, you gotta recognize greatness. That's what I believe in. Whether it's Tom Brady, whether it's Peyton Manning, you always gotta recognize greatness. All right, let's. Nice. Nice. NFL 100 years. That is freaking awesome right there. 100 years in the NFL from 1919 all the way to 2019. A lot of football has changed. I wonder what football was like in the 20s. I actually don't know, to be honest with you. I know mostly football from the 50s, 60s, more running the ball. Passing the ball was not that relevant. I think probably want to pick overall. There's some good quarterbacks still in this draft, in my opinion, so you can find someone within it. Let's see. All right, come on, come on. Yeah, college. I'd be surprised if he was not the number one pick. If he's not the number one pick, then that's weird. All right, let's see. Any more comments? What's up? What's up, Haroon? What's up? It's the Cardinals pick. No, they haven't picked yet. They're not quite there. They're just gonna. I think they're just gonna milk it until they get a good trade offer. If they do even do get a good trade offer. Is it raining right now in Nashville? That's kind of weird. Come on, come on, come on. It's weird. I've never done a live stream before. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying this live stream. It's our first timer for me. I'll get better next time. I don't know when the next time I'll be doing a live stream. Definitely not during games. I won't be doing live streams during games. I'll do live streams during the draft or something like that, something special. But for the most part, I don't like to do live streams that much because I like to concentrate on the game myself. I can't really hear. I'm only going to hear what Roger Goodell picks. I don't really care what the analyst says because I pretty much know what's going on for the most part. Hopefully, I ain't no football expert. I'm pretty sure most of you guys, I don't know if you guys are football expert as well. I don't know if you guys played the game before. If you have played the game before in an organized level from high school to college, please let me know in the comments in this live chat. I like to hear if you did play any organized football some way, shape, or form. Personally, I didn't even know football until like the 7th or 8th grade. I had a group of friends that were talking about the Carolina Panthers all the time. I was like, shoot, I like to know some football, and there you have it. I know football some way, shape, or form. It took me like 2 or 3 years to know the history. That was probably the hardest part, was learning the history of each team, because I can tell you almost any team that you want me to talk about. I'll try my best to let you know the history of the team, like the Cowboys. They dominated the 70s and 80s. Tom Landry, he was there. Then Jimmy Johnson came over. They won Super Bowls with those two. And then after that, they were pretty crappy. And they're still kind of crappy today because they haven't won a Super Bowl. They haven't made the NFC title game in a long time. So, whatever. The 49ers, not the hardest ones. 1981, Joe Montana, they win their first Super Bowl. They dominate the 80s, the 90s. They get hampered by the Cowboys and Packers. Got Steve Young winning his first Super Bowl, getting the monkey off his back figuratively, and then after that, we haven't won the Super Bowl ever since. Although we made a Super Bowl appearance in 2012, but we lost to the Ravens in a very close game. Although very early on, we were getting blown out like crazy, and then the power went out. It was a freaking crazy Super Bowl. I wish we would have won the game. I wish Kaepernick would have got his Super Bowl ring with Jim Harbaugh, but that did not happen, unfortunately. And yeah, it's been a big struggle ever since. After the 2013 season, the NFC Championship game, the rant with Richard Sherman and Michael Crabtree, we had not been good for the most part, and hopefully 2019 we can make that change and make the playoffs. At least that would be a very good start. All right, let's see. They're still waiting for trade offers. That's my assumption, but waiting this damn long. Maybe Steve Kahn doesn't know what he's wanting to do. Maybe he's thinking like, who should I pick now? I don't know. The Cardinals, they're a messy organization, and yeah. All right, all right, all right. Arizona, let's see. I want Quentin Williams, casual very. I do want Williams as well. He's the best player, as I said. And if the 49ers do draft him, I think a lot of you guys would be happy. Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff. He looks like Max Kellerman from First Take. He really does. They look like brothers. And yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I think this is a bad hire, to be honest with you. Him and Cliff, like the Cardinals and Cliff, just because Cliff has never played in any, or he's never coached in the NFL's any way, shape, or form. He's coached mostly in college. They want to see if they can get any trade-ins, any calls about the number one overall pick, but I don't think they're going to get any calls. If I'm the Broncos or anyone, if I'm any team that needs a quarterback, I would just wait, to be honest with you, because maybe there's a quarterback better than Kyler Murray. We don't know. That's the beauty of the draft. Like, we might know on paper, but the best way to know is on the field. So that's just me. Wow, I've been streaming for almost an hour. That's crazy. Talking about football, talking about what I love to do for a side job, I guess you want to call it a side gig, because I do love talking about football in general. And, it does, I don't know if you want to say talent, but it does take some work to get this going. I have 1.6K subscribers. That took me a while to get that. A lot of hard work, but hey, a lot of you guys seem to be enjoying my content. I appreciate that big time, and hopefully I'm doing the best I can to talk 49er football and giving you my own unfiltered opinions, because that is what's cool about YouTube, I guess, even though they've been really strict on that. Let me see. Anyone else? Okay. Come on. 5 minutes, 4 minutes left. Can't do a live stream tomorrow and Saturday for the rounds 2 to 3 and for rounds 4 to 7. I have to work, unfortunately, so I will be only doing the first round today, and then tomorrow I'll do an in-depth talking about the draft picks, assuming they only pick one guy. Hopefully, I don't know if they're gonna draft another guy. Oh, that is pretty cool right there, Dwayne Haskins. But I'll have another video out tomorrow going more in depth about it. This is just my raw reaction to whoever they pick number 2 overall, and yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. Come on, Arizona. Why are you having everyone wait? Why? I'm just saying some crazy stuff right there. I wonder if anybody else is live streaming the 49ers or NFL draft in general. I'm pretty sure a lot of other players or people are doing it as well. So, let me see. Every TV program has the Cardinals going. Murray. Yes, that is true. That is true. Every program, every mock draft I've seen, I think they're picking their guy right now. Steve Keim has the phone. He's drafting somebody. Let's see. The pick is not in yet. We are waiting patiently. Come on. 2 minutes left. That guy looks pretty cool with that Dwayne Haskins bobblehead, that very big bobblehead. Oh my gosh, we're getting very, 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 very close. After the 49ers get their second pick overall, I'll talk a little bit about it, maybe for like 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'm going to go offline, do some video, whatever you want to call it, video talk / editing, and I'll have a video out tomorrow morning around, I'd say around 10 or 11 o'clock Eastern time. I know it's kind of weird for you guys. I kind of posted at very bad times, Western time or Pacific time. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are from California. Actually, if you're watching this live stream right now, comment below where you guys are from. Are you guys from California or outside of California? Because that's the 49ers. So I kind of want to know where you guys are from. Are you guys mostly from the Bay Area, or are you guys from Los Angeles or somewhere out of the States or even out of the country? I like to hear where you guys are from. All right, let's see. 1 minute. Oh my gosh, Arizona, they're killing us. Come on, man. I would just pick somebody and just call it a day so we can pick, because I want to pick somebody already. Arizona. All right, let's see where you guys are. Where are you guys, Niner faithful, from? Let's see. I don't have anything yet. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are from the Bay Area, I would assume, or just California in general. If you're in Los Angeles, the Rams, they don't really have a fan base, so I wouldn't really worry too much. Even the Chargers, they don't have a fan base too. Like, it's gonna, I don't know, when they start sucking in a couple of years, people aren't going to go to the games, and then the Rams and Chargers, they'll probably move back to their respective places. It's going to be interesting. Steve Bidwell, the president of the Cardinals, they're making the call. The pick is in. It's probably going to be Kyler Murray. Like, there's pretty much no other way to go. All right, they got the pick. I kind of wish we saw who they got, and it's probably going to be Kyler Murray. When Goodell talks, I'll probably be very, very quiet to hear what they have to say. But if it's a defensive lineman like Quinn Williams or Nick Bosa, would I be surprised? A little bit, but since it's Cliff Kingsbury, they have to pick Kyler Murray. And Josh Rosen, I don't know what's going on with him. I'm pretty sure he's watching this draft like, oh, what are they going to do? They're going to draft Kyler Murray? Does that mean I get to leave Arizona? And if I'm Rosen, I'd probably be happy they draft Murray, because you can go to another team and maybe get a fresh start, because, it was not the best rookie season for a guy like him. So, but Kyler Murray, he has to be the pick, and I'll be very surprised if they pick somebody else besides Murray. All right, I'm pretty sure that they're going to relay a message to Roger Goodell, who they're going to pick, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Should I go jump off my seat if the 49ers pick somebody we didn't expect, like, I don't know, like an offensive lineman? If they pick an offensive lineman number 2 overall, I'm gonna like drop everything and end this live stream quickly. Not I'm playing. All right, Arizona, the pick is in. Let's see. It's pretty cool technology. They got the pick is in. All right, where is Roger Goodell? Okay, shh. All right, I'm gonna watch right now. Who are they gonna pick? All right. I mean, not a big surprise. So that's really good for the 49ers, because the 49ers, they have a lot of options now. This is going to be the more interesting part for us and Niner faithful, who are they going to pick out of the 3 edge rushers or defensive linemen unless they trade down? That's the big caveat there. But is it going to be Quinn Williams? Is it going to be Nick Bosa or Josh Allen? It's probably not going to be the latter. It's probably going to be Nick Bosa or Quinn Williams. But is the 49ers, are they going to pick a need or are they going to pick the best player available? That's the big question with Williams and Bosa. So there you. So that should be interesting. But Kyle Murray, number 1 overall, that wasn't a big surprise. There was a lot of planted rumors that they didn't want him anymore. I mean, come on, really? Like this was a pretty much match made in heaven on paper for Cliff and Kyler. We'll see what he does against the 49ers this year. It might be a little bit of a struggle because they're not really a good team. It's kind of concerning for them too because they need a lot of help on the defensive side of the ball, help Chandler Jones, help maybe Patrick Peterson, although Peterson, he looks like he wants out in Arizona. So this makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense to draft Murray if you're the Arizona Cardinals. But Steve Keim better be putting his eggs in one basket for this guy. And for Josh Rosen, it's pretty much over for him unless he wants to be the backup quarterback. But you're the 10th or 11th pick overall in the 2018 draft class. Why would you want to be a backup already unless you're like near the end of your career? So I expect him to get traded some shape or form, maybe in the next week or two, maybe today. But we'll see. All right, 49ers got about 7 minutes left until the draft. Let's see. We're going to pass on Quentin Williams. Maybe, but they'll probably pick Nick Bosa. All the mock drafts have him picking Nick, and I wouldn't be surprised at all. So it's going to be very interesting in the next 6 minutes what they do with that number 2 overall pick, or if the Raiders want to trade up. But I don't see a trade up or trade down or anything like that. It's going to be mostly the 49ers picking Nick Bosa. That looks like the top pick for the 49ers. We'll see. There's Kyler's dad. Congratulations. Well, I like to see Kyler succeed, just not against the 49ers, but for every draft pick that comes out this year, hopefully they all have a good career, some way, shape, or form. Although some are going to be flops because that's going to happen. They all sound good on paper based on the draft picks that they have, but then when they play on the field, a lot of them are pretty bad and they're big busts in the first round or whatever round. But for the most part, in the first round, because you spend a lot of great capital to take a great player in the first round. 1 hour. Oh, stretching it to 1 hour. Got a couple of you guys on this live stream. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully next year it can be even bigger. As I keep growing my channel, the best way to get my channel growing, if you're a 49er faithful, is to share this channel with other fellow Niner faithfuls and maybe NFL fans in general, but preferably Niner faithful. That would be much appreciated right there, because I would love this channel to grow even more and to get Niner faithful together. And when I go to a game eventually, maybe this year or next year, I can get you guys gathered together and we can have a lot of fun during the trip. Maybe get some drinks or whatever. I don't know. I'm not the biggest drinker. I like to drink a little bit of beer, preferably Heineken. I don't know. I went to Vietnam and I started drinking Heineken like every Vietnamese person does for the most part. But and I don't drink too much. I don't drink wine. I did drink a little bit of Hennessy. That's kind of okay, actually. The Hennessy, I do drink that a little bit. But, for the most part, I don't drink wine at all. I don't like the taste of it. It's disgusting, in my opinion. I don't know how y'all feel about that if you're over 21. But I just don't like wine. Beer is okay. It's not too strong. It's not too weak. I drunk 2 bottles of beer or glass bottles of beer of Heineken, and I didn't get drunk at all. I guess my toleration level is pretty high, although it helps to eat before you drink, because if you just drink on an empty stomach, it's easier to get drunk and what have you. So, let me see. Kyler Murray, Oakland A's. Oh, yeah, he did get a baseball contract, actually, for Kyler. 49ers selecting now. Not yet. 4 minutes left, man. 4 minutes left. I'm waiting. 4 minutes. I hope you guys are staying tuned to this. We just got a little bit of time. Oh, man, I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are as well. I am ready for this. Big B and a Henny. I do want to try Jack Daniels, actually. I don't know if you guys like Jack Daniels. I heard that's okay. I know if you watch W, I don't know if I'd be a little bit disappointed, but, I'd be happy to get Bosa because I think he's a great talent, although they should be very careful if they do. Let's see if they draft Williams. All right, let's see. Oh, my gosh. Hey, there you guys, Oklahoma. All right. Pick is in. Ha ha. Wow, trade. That's not a big surprise. I mean, they think Williams or Bosa is going to be the best player available, so I didn't really expect a trade unless they got a ransom offer from the Raiders or something like that, like get a lot of picks within their first round, because the Raiders have like 5 picks in the top 40 of this draft, so you can go after Goodell. Who are they picking? Oh, Nick Bosa. All right. I guess can't be too disappointed. Hopefully he works out. Hopefully he's healthy. That's the biggest concern with me. So you have him and D4 together. That is going to be a fun situation right there. Hopefully he's very committed to football because he was out a lot of the whole season in Ohio State, but he should be 100% healthy. That is the concern for me. It's just his family. They're very good at football for the most part. Joey in LA is tearing it up in with the Chargers. So hopefully Nick Week he can have the same impact like Joey has in San Francisco. San Francisco, that is going to be a fun time. I'll probably have a video after this and then upload it tomorrow morning talking about Bosa and how he fits with the 49ers. But yeah, Robert Salah, this is your man right here. You have a lot of talent that John Lynch got for you in free agency and in this draft, so you better take advantage of that because we don't want you to get fired for having a bad performance this year in 2019 because the past 2 years it's been hit and miss for the defense. They've had some moments, but they've been pretty bad in a lot of times. So, yeah. What is Nick Bosa? What is Bosa doing? Oh, he's taking a pic. Oh, that's pretty cool right there. But yeah, Bosa. Hopefully he's like Joey. Hopefully he's not a bust, but I think he's going to do a really good job in San Francisco. So I'm warming up to the idea. Now he's with the 49ers. At first, when he wasn't with the 49ers, I wasn't really that warmed up, but now I am. But it would have been nice to get Quentin Williams or Josh Allen. I think Williams is going to be a freaking beast in the NFL. I cannot wait to see what he does, whether it's with the Jets or the Raiders, I guess, or Tampa Bay. I don't know, but I'm assuming those three guys, those three teams, they're going to keep their picks because number one, number two have been taken. So the mock drafts, they've been doing an all right job. Bucky Brooks had Kyle Murray going number one, which I had him going number one for the most part, and then Bosa number two overall. That's not the biggest surprise right there for a lot of people. Although I like to see Williams or Allen, but best of luck to those two because I think those two guys can be very good pro players in the NFL. But yeah, Nick Bosa, everyone, if you're just watching this, if you're just staying tuned, there he is. Let's see some comments. Let me see. He's going to hold out. I don't know. No, I don't think so. Casual viewer, if you're watching this, I don't think going to hold out because it was more of the Chargers being kind of bullish to Joey because the Chargers are a very cheap organization. You have the Spanos family that is very cheap, although we have the Yorks, but the 49ers, they're willing to pay people if you're really good players. So I don't see a holdout from Nick and what have you. I think the 49ers, they don't want a situation like the Chargers a couple of years ago when Joey got drafted by them with the number 2, number 3, number 4 pick. So I don't really see anything too crazy like that. I just wanted to perform well come week 1 against against Tampa Bay. If he shows up then, I don't have a problem at all. Let's see. Norman Vasquez, we picked Nick Bosa. The Cardinals picked Kyler Murray, not a big surprise. Quentin Williams, yeah, he's probably going to the Jets or the Raiders. I wanted Williams so much. Yes, I do wanted Williams too, casual. I really wanted Williams. But hey, Nick Bosa, I can't be too disappointed at all. The whole politic thing, him supporting Donald Trump, it is what it is. It's out there. It's I don't know what you want to call it, but I don't want to get into politics too much with football. As long as he can play, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys can agree with me, or all you guys can agree with me, as long as he can play good football for us, we can all forget about this. Whatever your political stance is, it is what it is. And, be a good football player. Although off the field trouble, that's another issue. But the politic thing, just be a good football player, then we won't really care. Pick and call it a draft, whatever. Like it's gonna be staying until 11 o'clock p.m. Which if I'm really willing to do that Eastern time, a lot of you guys is gonna be done at 8 o'clock. That's kind of a good thing for you guys. For me, it's gonna end very very late. You kind of still have a night to go to if you want to on a Thursday. I don't know if you guys go out on Thursdays, but for me, I like to go out on the weekdays and the weekends because the weekends, oh my gosh, it's pretty bad. And I work pretty much Saturday and Sundays. So, that makes it a little bit difficult for me during the season to work Sundays and then try to follow football on that. But, I'm going to ask off for some Sundays and definitely watch some 49er football because, hey, that's more opinion than going to work because, this is what I love to do. I got to watch the game and enjoy the game as much as possible. And hopefully they're going to win some more games for this year. All right, NFL draft. Come on. Stop with this whole pregame talk. Let's just draft some players, man. We've had so much hype 1 or 2 months now. I don't want to go into all these commercials and what have you. It's kind of annoying, but it is. Hey, there's Nick Bosa. Yeah, hopefully he's committed. Hopefully he's healthy. Those are the two biggest things I might be worried about. But as a talent, he's a pretty good talent. And John Lynch, I think he stated that he was a big fan of his for the past couple of years now. And now you got your man, motivate this guy, let him do some work, and everything should be good. So Nick Bosa to the 49ers. Yeah, if the Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury thing never happened, he probably would have went number one overall to the Cardinals. But hopefully him and D4 and DeForest Buckner, they can cause havoc for Murray, Wilson, and Jared Goff come this season, and this should be a fun season because I think he could be Defensive Rookie of the Year and make a Pro Bowl appearance for 2019. Joey Bosa did that. I think he was Defensive Rookie of the Year, made a Pro Bowl as well for the Chargers when he came into the league, although he held out. That's crazy that he was still good and he held out. But, it is what it is. There's his parents. Hopefully the 49ers, hopefully the 49ers and Nick Bosa, they're happy with the guaranteed money or signing bonus or whatever, so that we don't get a Joey Bosa situation. I do not want him to hold out until freaking training camp or something like that. I want him to be available for OTAs, for mini camp, training camp, because that'll be very helpful if you can be there for the whole time, especially if you're a rookie. But some players, they're already ready to play in the league without doing any practice. But that's very special, talented players. All right. Let me see anyone. Bosa picked. Woohoo. Yep. A lot of you guys, you guys said Bosa. Bosa's the man. And yes, he is. There's John Bosa right there. He actually looks like Joey Bosa. That's kind of funny. He looks like a dad version of Joey. Is that Joey? Oh, he's hugging his mom. That's cool right there. Yep, the Bosa brothers, they got drafted in the first round. Now they're pro players. That is freaking awesome. If you're the dad, you should be proud of that. All right. Come on, the pick is in. There's Nick. There's Roger Goodell. I'm excited, Nick. I am really excited to see what you can do off the edge. That is going to be fun. And we got DeForest Buckner and D Ford. It's still kind of a questionable defensive line because they never played together, but hopefully those questions will be buried and we can what was it? We can have a really good performance this whole season from the defensive line because on paper it looks really good. It looks like a very terrifying defense, but we got to see what they can execute come week one. The Jets pick is in. Hopefully this doesn't last forever. After the Oakland pick, I'll probably be done with this. All right. The pick is in. Let's see who they pick. It's probably going to be Josh Allen or Quentin Williams. It better not be somebody else. It better not be another quarterback. Sam Darnold. I do love me some Sam Darnold, though. I think I'm a big fan of his. All right. Pick time. Quentin Williams. Oh, man, they got a good player right there. I think so, unless he's going to suck because the Jets are as a team or catching 2 interceptions as a team. So they really need to upgrade that position. And I believe Josh Allen will be the next pick. And that's pretty much where all the mock drafts have Allen going to, is to the Oakland Raiders or the Las Vegas Raiders in a year or two. Good job, Quentin. Wanted to buy grandma his car with his first paycheck. Oh, that's nice of him. Cooked dinner for family every night while in high school. Oh, man, this guy can cook. Oh, my gosh, you could be my roommate, brother, because I can't cook that much. I can cook some basic foods like cereal. That's even considered cooking. Shoot. Come to my house, man. I'll pay you to cook, man. All right, let's see any more comments. Are you happy with the pick, Brian, from Paul? Yes, I am happy, but I'm just a little bit concerned if he committed to football because he was out in Ohio State with a minor injury, with the core muscle injury. That's nothing to play around with, but he was out all of 2018 and also the injury history. But his talent, it's there. It's in the blood. Him and Joey and his father, they played in the NFL. So for the most part, I'd give the grade, initial grade probably like an A minus for the most part. I don't like to do plus and minuses, but I would lean more to a B, but I want to go to an A minus. So I'll do an A minus for that. So I'm pretty happy. His talent isn't the question. I'm traumatized about play. That's the big concern right there. Injuries. I know it's just a core muscle injury. I know it's a very minor injury from all accounts, but I don't want people to get little minor injuries and then get a big injury later on because it's very easy to get injured again. So that's why I've been very concerned about the injury thing. If they drafted Bosa and they seem pretty comfortable. When they did draft Bosa, Lynch and Shanahan probably looked at the doctors. They probably talked to Bosa himself, talked about his condition, and it looks good. Hakeem Butler, big man. I do not want to get tackled by him. If I was a quarterback or an offensive guard, I would freaking die if he tackled me. Come on. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, couple more minutes, and then we are out of here. Oh, okay. It's been a crazy, which but most part in NFL Network, he was doing an all right job there. Great, Mr. Big Tune 49er, good pick, great talent, important position. Yep, filling a need. That is a very important thing right there is to fill a need. Hey, this Quinn, is that his grill? That's a nice grill right there, Quentin. All right, this live stream, man, 1 hour and 17 minutes. That is crazy right there. A couple of minutes early because I didn't know how to do a live stream back then, but now I do. Next time I do a live stream, I would definitely be doing that. I'll definitely have an easier time doing it because I never done one before, but it looks pretty easy. So that's cool right there. All right. Bosa. Yes, Nick Bosa is with us in San Francisco. All right. Come on, come on. All right, Quinn, I love you, man, but I gotta have my water here. Gotta have my water. Got to have my water. Gotta stay hydrated, right? All right, Quinn Williams going to the Jets. Let's see if the Raiders. All right, so I see Josh Allen. He's probably going to be the pick, but are they going to draft a quarterback like Drew Lock or something like that, or maybe Daniel Jones from Duke? There's a lot of questions there, but for the most part, it should be Josh Allen. If it's a quarterback, I'd be kind of surprised. If I'm Derek Carr, I'd be pretty upset, and that means John Gruden does not like you anymore. He will probably trade you. So, yeah, that is a lot of things going on right there. Mm. All right, we got about 2 more minutes until the pick is in, and then another couple minutes to wait. I don't know. There's a lot of waiting period after the pick is in. Why can't we just announce the pick after then? But there's a lot of things going on. I love to go to one of these drafts one day. Hopefully, it comes to Charlotte in a couple of years. I really want to go to a draft event. I'll go very early, like 8 o'clock. I'll probably go like at 12 o'clock p.m. to be the first person there and stay there the whole time and be the front row seat because I think the draft is free to get into. You just have to get in there. That's pretty much the big thing they have to do is just to get inside the building or in this case a street, and you get in for free. So that's pretty cool right there. I thought they were going to charge any money, but they don't charge any money. Luckily, my internet is working because I've been having some problems with my internet. Sometimes I can upload, sometimes I can't upload. So I've had problems like that. Should I do a top three video for this whole Nick Bosa thing? I probably won't. I'll probably just do like a real reaction video, take an hour or two, make my video tonight, and then tomorrow morning do some editing and then upload it tomorrow morning because I have to work too, people. So I'll probably do as much as I can tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'll upload it. And hopefully you guys stay tuned to that. Bosa is overrated. So sad not having Quentin Williams. I kind of agree and disagree at the same time. He's a very good talent. I don't know if he's overrated, but he has some concerns, I would say. I don't know that they're not the biggest concerns, but you never know. But I think Bosa is going to work out for the 49ers. That's just me. That's just me hoping that Bosa works hard, trains hard, does everything he can possible for himself. The coaches, Robert Salah, and the Dolphins, former Dolphins defensive line coach, he does his job and coaches him the best way possible. Chris Kuric, I think that's his name. So, it's up to them if they want to make it work, and I think they will make it work. So I'm assuming Dee Ford's going to be on the Leo side on the right defensive end. DeForest Buckner is going to be in the middle. Maybe our Eric Armstead, Solomon Thomas might be in the middle next to Buckner, and then on the left side or whatever you want to call it, other defensive end edge rusher is going to be Nick Bosa. So is going to be a pretty cool proposition right there. All right, Raiders pick is in. Come on, hurry up, please. Roger Goodell, NFL office, hurry up. So I can leave this live stream. I don't want to leave you guys, but I have to leave this live stream so I can work on my video real quick and have it ready for tomorrow. And I'll definitely be following the draft after them when the Tampa Bay and all the way up to the New England Patriots pick. I'll be following the draft then just to see who other players pick. Probably the Rams. I don't know. Come on. All this pre-talk stuff. I should be on ESPN, but I don't like ESPN that much, to be honest with you. I like NFL Network and what have you. All right. Who is it? Who? I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, Clint Farrell. Whoa. Wow, that is a swerve right there. They didn't pick John. I'm surprised. Farrell, Clean Farrell. I can't. I'm told you I'm bad with names, but he looks like a great player. I'll give you that. As I said in my top 3 video, he has that burst of Derek Thomas. He can just get off the edge real quickly. The second the ball is snapped, he can get to the quarterback quickly, and that's what I like about him. But he's more of a raw talent in my opinion. I don't know if he's ready, but I so a lot of crazy stuff.